We are live, or I should say, me are live. We are live, we are live, we are live. It is Wednesday, hump day, evaluation day, the middle of the week, the day that you are halfway there. If you have a 5-day work week that ends on Friday, you're halfway there. And today we are going to talk about it. As you can see, I do not have my typical co-host, which is my handsome husband, Brian K. McNeill, the sales confidence coach. He is not in today. He's actually participating in a teleconference that he is speaking at. But I have a surprise. One of my great colleagues that you've met before is sharing the platform with me today. And we're going to see how we can help to aid and equip those that are here with me today. Hey, Dr. Deborah, in building and growing your network successfully. I'm going to bring him up. He is none other than the LinkedIn coach himself. My peer and co-host today is Sean Hill. Hey, Sean.
Hey, good. I was about to say good afternoon. Good morning, family. Good morning. Good morning. I mean, I've been up since like 4, so feels like half the day is gone. But good morning.
Good morning, Sean. You know, it is odd because even because we are internationally networking and internationally doing business, sometimes you're talking to somebody that is morning where you're in evening and night, morning and everything else. So
That's
it could be
true.
interesting.
That's true.
Wow. That's right. But you are only
Hey, Julie,
an
good
hour
morning.
earlier than me. Hey, Julie Ray, good
Good
morning.
morning, Julie Ray. That's right. Good morning, Dr. Deborah. Good
Good
morning. Good
morning. Good
morning.
morning. So you're in Central time
Yep,
zone.
beautiful Dallas, Texas Central time zone. Absolutely, just an hour, just an hour. Actually, an hour. Yeah, an hour. Where are you at?
I'm in Eastern.
Eastern, so I'm an hour behind you. It's 8:02 here.
Yeah, it's 9:02 here.
Mhm.
But how long do you guys have daylight savings time?
It's this weekend, so
Yeah.
we're gonna flip back. We're gonna gain. I guess we fall back. So we'll gain an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah, we fall back too.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been like, I think I've already fallen back. Like this morning I woke up an extra hour earlier, and it's been gradually doing that, gradually. Like my body clock alarm has already
Mm-hmm.
been shifting with the sun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Um, so I just want to give you a chance, if you would,
Mm-hmm.
to introduce yourself to the audience so that we can really dig it in, because we're just going to have some conversations. I didn't
Yeah.
catch you up on some stuff. You catch me up. So go ahead and let them know who you are.
Yes. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and as the song says, it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. My name is Sean Hill. I'm the LinkedIn coach, and I help entrepreneurs generate revenue on LinkedIn. For a lot of entrepreneurs, LinkedIn can be a kind of a confusing social media platform, but they know they need to be there. They know they need to have presence there because guess what? That's where a lot of the business goes down. They just don't know how to do it. But what I do is I help guide them through that murkiness. I even help my wonderful co-host change her mind. She had a little mindset change about LinkedIn. She was like, I don't really feel it. I said, hey, look at it like A, B, C, and D. The light bulb. I love it when I'm talking to people and the light bulb comes. I was like, that does kind of make a little more sense. And so that's what I help do for entrepreneurs. I help turn that light bulb on for LinkedIn.
Absolutely. And we are broadcasting live on both LinkedIn and Facebook, as well as YouTube. Hey, Katura, good morning. And Dr. Deborah says, hey, Sean.
Hey,
So
Dr. Deborah.
it is a place that, so here's the thing. For me, I have been very successful on Facebook. A lot of people say, Facebook, hey, good morning, brother Ray. Facebook is relationships, it's social, it's everything. But the thing is, I've connected with some amazing people. I've
Mm-hmm.
connected with Julie Ray in Greensboro, connected with a lot of people that are all
Mm-hmm.
over the world, and found that we have been able to identify areas that we can grow and support one another.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it really has been great. But LinkedIn
Mm-hmm.
has been a new marketplace, if you will,
Yeah.
for me to expand and expose myself and to build and grow in the networks that are there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the ways that we can build and grow. We definitely will talk about that. Oh, but let me remind you guys, because our guest comes bearing gifts, right? So he's not just here, But if you've heard something already that makes you say, you know what, my LinkedIn profile is just sitting over there gathering dust. I still got the old resume on it from back in the day. And you know what? I really want to build my business over there. I want to expand my reach. You need to talk to him. You need to talk to Sean. Let him give you a complimentary review of your LinkedIn profile. And you can see that just a few little clicks and changes can shift your presence on LinkedIn, and just help you to take advantage of some of the opportunities that you may not have even considered. So just go to SeanEHill.com. You can schedule it directly, SeanEHill.com. That's on the bottom of the screen. I'll put it up from time to time so that you can grab that and do that. So I want to recap. We always like to catch people up. Julie Ray, absolutely, you need to reach out to Sean. I think I shared that last night in
Julie, come on down.
In Women Empowerment. Julie, absolutely. Julie, we missed you last night in Women Empowerment Networks. Let me just say this, Sean. So every month we meet on the first and third Tuesdays of the month at 7 p.m. Eastern. Now, this is a form of networking for women in business, but we include the personal and the spiritual element to it because it is important that we feed ourselves mind, body, and spirit.
Yes.
And that we connect with our businesses, mind, body, and spirit.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you, Sean, last night it was amazing. It was amazing.
I love that.
It turned into a mastermind that was doubled down with prayer.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Very nice. Very nice.
I have, for those ladies that were on with us last night, I have my prayer request here that you guys all put in the chat about the businesses, about the things that you need, your big ask, and all of those things. I printed them out because I want it to be a constant reminder when I go to my prayer, time, I pull out my list. That God, I need you to bless this person's business. I need you to bless that person's big ask. And it was amazing.
That's beautiful.
That was the importance of connecting together in our businesses in transparency with people from all over. We had California, we had North Carolina, we had Atlanta. It was amazing. It was amazing. Dr. Deborah says, I not only had a complimentary session with Sean, but I'm now going through one of his programs.
Yes.
I highly recommend him. He changed my mind about LinkedIn. There you go. I'm also going through one of his programs, and I definitely like it. Definitely, you need to go to SeanEHill.com, SeanEHill.com, and just schedule it. It's a no pressure consultation that will help you to give you that little shift about LinkedIn. He does it in such a professional and caring way that you will see immediately that, you know what, this can help me. And then you can decide how you want to go from there.
Absolutely.
So Sean, masterminds, getting together, how else can we be intentional about our networking?
You know what you just said about what you did last night was so important, because we know a lot of us as entrepreneurs, when we start our entrepreneur journey, it's pretty lonely, right? And we're out here, we feel like it's us against the world or me against the world, whoever. And having that support network, having that sense of I'm not in this thing by myself is so valuable, because we need a place, right, where we can be transparent. Because so many times on social media, we have to put on the face, right? Well, oh yeah, I'm killing it over here. Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Oh, this is all wonderful. My business is all gravy. When we know that's not the case.
Yes.
We need that safe space. We need that place where we can be real, where we can take off the mask and say, hey, y'all, I'm struggling. Hey, I need some prayer in this area. And so what I would say to any entrepreneur, anybody, and not just entrepreneur, but that's kind of who I deal with. That's who, my audience is. I would say to anybody is to be intentional. You cannot wait until people find you. If you're looking to plug in to a group or people, definitely get with Lisa, get myself. We have access to a lot of different networks. I know Lisa's network is
Oh, yeah.
huge, it's vast. Mine is trying to catch up. I'm not there yet. I'm
Come on
trying to get
now,
there.
it's
Well,
intentional though.
but it's
Let me
intentional.
say
It's
this. Let me
intentional.
say this.
You
You
got to be
said
intentional.
you've got to be intentional, but you said
Hmm.
something, and I wanted to pull it out, and then you said something else, and I'm old and I lost it. Jesus. So really, it is so important to be conscientious and
Hmm.
intentional
Hmm.
about what you're trying to attract.
Yes.
I have been reading, for those of you who have been catching the show, I have been reading the Shift by Dr. Delatoro McNeill
Mm.
about, and it's actually a longer title than that, but it's talking about using the metaphor of the motorcycle to go along with shifting your life and your business,
Hmm.
because it has to be done with intention. And
Hmm.
one of the things he talked about is, in the car you have neutral, and the neutral doesn't move you anywhere. You've got to
Hmm.
put additional effort into neutral.
Hmm.
How many of us are living our lives, running our businesses in neutral, waiting for something to hitch it to?
Hmm.
Just
Hmm.
waiting for something to come along and say, oh, keep on, let's go.
Hmm.
Sometimes it might be a season that's the case. And
Yeah.
I think that networking in the right arenas can help you to get unstuck from that neutral, because you're being around people now
Hmm.
who are moving forward with intention.
Hmm.
And so you connect, and
Hmm.
that either can awaken you, and say, wait a minute, I need to do something different. Or just by the connection, you'll find yourself advancing a little bit.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think having the right people in your circle is important. Brother Ray, I don't know what you're writing. You wrote it 3 times. He says the law, the law of, is it the law of inertia? I don't know what law it is, but write it again for me so that we can get your point. But we meet today with some
Yay.
intentional networking folks.
Yes. And Dr.
And
Deborah's one of them.
Dr. Deborah is one of them. That's
Yeah.
right. And for those who have a business that can be conducted virtually,
Hmm.
and that is not confined by geography, I'm
Hmm.
telling you that networking with us on Wednesdays is a great place and a great way to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely. That's
can I
right,
just
brother. Right. There
can
we
I
go.
just
It
give my
finally came up.
little bit of testimony that and once again, income disclaimer, we can't promise any type of income or anything like that. But since Lisa was kind enough to introduce me to this network, I've made, just from referrals, over $1,300, and we're talking about over a couple of months, from
Absolutely.
pure referrals, doing business with people in the group, business that's been referred to me from the group. So I know a lot of us, Lisa, have been part of these referral networks where you go, you spend
And
an
just
hour, and it's just moaning and complaining, and it's boring, and it's just, oh my gosh, why did I even waste my hour? This is nothing like that. These are
absolutely.
serious people who do serious business and who are very conscious of your time being valuable. So I just
Absolutely.
encourage you, if you haven't taken advantage of that yet, man, you owe it to yourself to at least come
Absolutely.
in. It's absolutely
Absolutely.
free. Your visit is free. There's nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. I think I've invited quite a few people. I'm not sure if I personally invited Brother Ray, but I definitely, yes, as a matter of fact, I did. I definitely want to re-encourage you. If you're available
Yes.
today at 12 noon, just come and see and meet, shake hands, kiss some babies. Let some people know what you do. Ray actually, he has some amazing support for businesses as it relates to funding, as it
Mm.
relates to uh, getting some support. I want to say I looked into it with him. We've got to talk about it further, but it really is
Mm.
about a really good benefit and asset for coaches, particularly who are looking for money, who are looking to help their clients have the money to pay them. There I go. I
Mm.
think I finally got it. So you got a client who needs your services.
What?
Sean, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
your big package is blah, blah, blah. Let's say whatever it is, right?
Right.
And they say, oh, well, I don't have blah, 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 just laying it around,
Yeah.
Then you say, don't worry about it. Here, you could go through my financing system and you can look at this and this and that, right?
I can have a financing system?
Yes, exactly. So I've been talking to Brother Ray about it. You can have your own financing system.
Wow.
I had to get more of the details, and I don't know. I think I got so busy. Also with the network that we have been attending, I have received 3 direct referrals in the past 2 months that led to 2 other direct referrals that all became clients. So that's 5 clients. And I'm not going to tell you how much I made because I don't want to have to do an income disclosure. That ain't none of your business.
That's right.
That ain't none of your business.
That's right. Where the money resides.
But there was some commas in there. There was some commas in there.
There you go.
Amen. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. Thank you for joining this morning. Dr. Deborah says, I always look forward to our networking time on Wednesdays at 12 noon Eastern. Absolutely.
Yes.
I do too.
Me too.
I do too. And it is really because we have almost everything that you would need.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have almost everything that you would need. Consumer financing. Thank you, Brother Ray. I knew what I was talking about.
I just couldn't
get the words.
Talk to Brother Ray.
We need you to come on. We had
come on down, Brother Ray. Come on down.
Absolutely. We had someone that did that in the past, but they've shifted off. And now that position, that particular industry is open. I think that's another area that benefits in our group.
Absolutely.
That you get to become the go-to, right?
Yeah. And that's needed. That is needed.
Absolutely.
That is
you
needed.
are the go-to LinkedIn coach. I'm the go-to publish, profit,
that's right,
and succeed, right?
That's
I'm
right.
the go-to. And Dr. Deborah is the go-to nonprofit organization funding specialist.
Absolutely.
We've got a lot of amazing individuals that make up this group. Brother Ray, I will inbox you the invitation directly so that you don't have to worry about, did I write it down? Did I click the link or anything like that? I'll inbox you as soon as the show stops.
Come on down.
Y'all know I still do pen and paper. And Julie Ray, because I use my computer, but I still have to have it in front of me when I'm, I have my list of come on downs, right?
Yeah.
Julie Ray Hammond-Tree is in real estate. Sean, haven't we been talking about real estate for
we have. We said that was a pin. We pinpointed
absolutely
certain areas that we've needed to fit, because the whole idea is to not duplicate, right? And so we don't want to have 2 people that do this, 2 people do this. We want to be strategic. One of my good friends, Mr. Tommy Durrell, I know he's probably watching. He always talks about strategy and being strategic. And we want to be strategic in how we build our team. So we're not just trying to invite anybody and everybody, right? So we're really trying to be strategic, because as Lisa's vision and certainly my vision and Brian's as well is to create a holistic team where every person plays their part on the team. And so absolutely. Come on down. We need those. We need funding. We need real estate. There's a couple other positions that we
were looking for, and this is actually might be another Julie Ray. All right, I'm going to inbox you as well. I already inboxed Julie Ray.
You already want to talk to me. I want to meet you, Julie, at the meeting. Come on.
Sean, I already sent her your link. I sent her your link because Julie Ray thinks I work for her. She thinks that I work for her.
Right.
Because we are teammates, I do work for my teammates.
I understand.
I work for them and I build with them. Dr. Beverly, I am so glad that you joined. I called you last night. I am reached out to you because I was hoping that I could have somebody on with me in the latter part of the show who would sing the song.
Oh my goodness.
Because Sean says, nah.
Not a singer. Not a singer.
You don't have to be a singer.
You don't need people turning off your show. You want people, and some people are actually eating breakfast. We don't want to disrupt them. People got to eat. They want to eat.
Absolutely, absolutely. So one of the things I talked about yesterday is the three types of people that you need to have in your life. Again, from that amazing book that I'm reading of this shift, to Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Delatoro McNeill, right? And he's going to be our
Okay.
guest as soon as we can get him nailed down. He's doing so many amazing things all over the
Mm.
country.
I'm about to
But
read that. I'm about to read it.
so you have to read it. I'm listening to it on Audible. I think I'm on
Okay.
my second time around on the fourth chapter,
Okay.
because I'm listening passively, and you
Mm.
cannot exactly reverse or rewind in Audible, but
Mm-hmm.
you can
Mm-hmm.
listen to the same chapter again. So
Mm-hmm.
I am
Mm-hmm.
just going back and gathering it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Mm-hmm.
three people, and we talked about it on yesterday,
Okay.
is to have success in your life.
Yes.
You need a mentor,
Okay.
you need a mate, and I'm
Okay.
not talking about a soulmate or you love mate, right? No, you need mates. That means peers that are moving in the direction that you are.
Yes.
You
Yes.
need mentees. So you need
Yes.
somebody that's
You
teaching
bring it
you,
up. Yes.
someone that's walking alongside you and not pulling you
Mm.
back,
Mm-hmm.
and someone that you can pull forward.
That's powerful. That's
And
powerful.
I think that you can get that in intentional networking.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
All
think
three of those. All three of
absolutely.
those.
Because there's always going to be somebody who's doing better than you.
Absolutely.
There's always going to be somebody who is, you know what? I click with them. We're on the same track right here, right? We might be doing two different things, but we
Yes.
can rah each other or whatever,
Yes.
keep them going. And
Yeah.
then there's always somebody that you can say,
Always.
let me help you out with that.
Always.
Let me show you this, or let me tell you where I came from or whatever. Like you did. I've been
Mm-hmm.
building my business for
Mm-hmm.
quite a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Mm-hmm.
first mentor that helped me to successfully had a growth spurt was my husband in the
Mm-hmm.
area of sales, right? He helped me to have that growth spurt.
Mm-hmm.
My actually prior to that, the first growth spurt was a mentor of mine who helped me
Mm.
get my structure together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And helped me
Mm-hmm.
to learn what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But then uh I went into the Facebook world. I got everything situated and got
Mm-hmm.
everything moving along, got into the publishing world. It's moving along, and still had some of those roadblocks as it
Mm-hmm.
relates to LinkedIn, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
had some preconceptions. I
Mm-hmm.
had some thoughts about it. And you know what? One of the things that you shared with me as we were talking last night
Mm-hmm.
is it was uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
be there. We were talking about
Right.
last night about, how to build your network. Sometimes you got to do these 5 things. And I do want to bring that up because I thought it was so good. Where you sent me how to build your network. And I added successfully because I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
That's good.
some
Right.
of us
Sure.
network is still made up of cousin Ray
That's true.
and Misha. And I'm
That's true.
saying, we don't want that, right?
That's right. That's right.
So, but it's a target market.
Yeah.
Your target market, how you identify who your target market is. I'll tell you who
Yes,
it's
sir.
not. It's not everybody.
Not everybody.
It's not everybody.
Not everybody. Not at
You
all.
know
Not
it.
even a little bit. Not even a little
Absolutely
bit.
no. So identifying your target market is important.
Mm-hmm.
Quality over quantity,
Yes.
right? I'm
Yes.
sorry, Ray. I did say Ray.
Not that Ray Ray. The other
Everybody,
Ray Ray. The
yeah,
other Ray Ray.
it's
Not that.
not brother Ray. It was
Not
cousin
brother Ray.
Ray. How about cousin Pookie?
There you
I
go. Cousin
really
Pookie. There you
there.
go. Cousin P.
Really.
Cousin
Now,
Pookie.
in the shift, he was talking about you need those 3 things, but he said you need 3 of each. You need 3
Okay.
of each because
Okay.
you're building your power squad,
Yeah.
right? So you
Yeah.
need 3 mentors, and they could be in different areas.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need 3 mates. They could be
Yes.
accountability partners in different areas.
Yes.
And you need 3 mentees. You don't have to mentor them all the time. They're just these other people that you're pouring into their lives, right?
Yeah. 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 That's powerful.
So I
That's
think
powerful.
that goes back to Sean, where you said quality over
Yes.
quantity.
Yes. Yes. So many people are just out here collecting numbers, and they look at influencers and they hear, well, this person has 1 million followers or this person has 10,000 followers. And boy, I wish I could get there. And so now we're just collecting numbers, but we're not building relationships. Those numbers really don't mean anything. A lot of times they're vanity numbers, right? And so it's nice to say I have 1 million followers, but try to sell a t-shirt to that group.
Yeah.
One person did it. She had 1 million followers on Instagram, thought she was doing great and all that's wonderful. But then when she tried to sell that t-shirt, all of a sudden like 14 people bought it. Remember, I always say following is free.
Yeah.
So following costs you nothing, but relationships require something of you. Relationships
Absolutely.
require something of you. And I show you the power of networking. And you talk about a mate coming alongside of you. One of my business partner right now, my closest friend right now, other than my wife, is Mr. Tommy Durrell. Well, I've just known him about a year. We met because I was connected through another book. Now you talk about mentor, right? Through what we call him the OG, the Godfather, Mr. Donnie Short. If it would not have been for Donnie seeing something in me, seeing something in him, and say, you know what? I think these two guys can work together. I think that there's something some synergy that can happen. And putting us together, we never would have met. I would not have him as my business partner now. We would not be doing our show that we do, the Coach's Corner, every day. And so that shows you the power of collaboration. When you get synergized with the right people, your life changes. I promise you, when you get connected with those people, your life changes. It just happens.
It definitely does. It definitely does. And I do want to take a moment. I do have to remember that we've got some things that are coming up. Today is Wednesday. We call it Webinar Wednesday. And today, Brian and I have two separate webinars at 7 p.m. So this evening, I am having the Empowerment Publishing webinar. We are going to be talking about all the different types of publishing that there are, the different elements and components of publishing, what it comes down to, and how to leverage your book into the cornerstone of your successful business, particularly if you are trying to expand or if you're trying to transition into a new market. Leveraging that book for that reason. We are going to be taking a lot of time out to talk about children's books because there is a new phenomenon that is occurring, and we call our division the Not Just for Children's Books, where these books are actually being leveraged by speakers as the cornerstone of their message. You know how you have your signature talk? Now take your signature talk and turn that signature talk into a Not Just for Children's book. It's an easily digestible bite of colorful information that reinforces the message that you're sharing. It doesn't take you a million years to write it. And it is something that people know that they're going to review over and over and over again, whether they're reading it for themselves just for some passive entertainment, they're reading it to their children to share this lesson through legacy of storytelling, or if they are going to begin to take the next step with you and learn now I have this foundational information. How do I build from here? If my book is about affirmations, if my story is about I can do anything or motivation, how do I then connect with you further as the author to take me on this journey to successfully become who this character is, right? And so we're going to be talking about all of that tonight. The webinar is at 7 p.m. Eastern. You just have to go to bit.ly/publishcb. The CB is for children's book. I'm going to answer all those questions, and I'm also going to let people know if they decide to work with me in that, how to go about that. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome.
And I'm gonna tell you something, Sean, that you have you've spoiled me today because my husband and I usually don't wait for each other to finish talking. And so I find myself talking more because I'm just waiting for the interruption. So I need you to understand you can interrupt me.
No. Hey, like I said, we're co-partners, right? Because you do a show, I do a show, and I work with Tommy. It's so funny. We had a young lady, fascinating young lady, Christina Thomas, on our show the other day. And that was her second time being on the show, right? So the first time she came on, she's so powerful, she just did 30 minutes straight. So Coach and I, we're sitting back, we're like, waiting to get in, but she's just gone. So he got with her behind the scenes and said, "Hey, we can get in." And like, "Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know you guys wanted to do that." And so you see us on our show. If you ever see it, hopefully you'll see it on our show. We just take turns. We kind of cue each other, right?
Yeah, we don't.
So
I'm sorry.
I'm just used to that. I'm just used to okay. I'm just gonna wait.
So when you have a point, go ahead and jump in and say it.
That's beautiful.
It's not tennis. It's not tennis. What are we gonna call it? We're gonna call it I don't know. We gotta call it something else, but it's not tennis. It's not. Here you go.
Team. I'm used to like the wrestling tag. You tag somebody.
Yeah.
You don't jump in the. So okay, I kind of get it.
We used to call it. We had a game called Ring Alivio in New York.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Not familiar with it. I don't know. I don't know. I've never heard it anywhere else. But Ring Alivio is a form of tag with teams. So one person is not it. A whole team is it.
Oh,
and so you just get in where you can get in.
Get in where you fit in.
Yes. Felicia says networking is so important in building a business. Absolutely. But guess what? Network is really important in life. Yes, we're talking about it from the business perspective, but it is important in life.
Yes.
Again, going back to the shift, because that's really where I've been focusing my time. It is about if it's your spirit that you feel like is weakening, then maybe you need to have more people who are spiritually minded to hold you accountable. If your weight is affected, maybe you need to hang out with friends who want to go for a walk instead of go out for ice cream. I'm both.
You'll walk to the ice cream place. Is that what it is?
Actually, you and I walked together. I think it was last week. Hey, Brittany.
Yeah, we did. I was at the mall. And that's the beautiful part of collaboration in relationship is that you can get with like-minded people and you can still be living your life, but you're collaborating behind the scenes. So I'm walking the mall and I'm talking to Lisa and she's doing her thing, whatever she was doing, and she's collaborating and we're collaborating with each other. And I just cannot emphasize enough the power of collaboration.
Absolutely.
Bringing people of value into your life. I forget who it said, but somebody said, you're going to be the average of the 5 people you hang around with the most.
Absolutely.
5 people. So if you hang around with 5 people that are not going anywhere, that have no goals, that aren't doing anything with their life, guess what? No matter how motivated you are, that's going to drag you back. It's going to eventually, you're not going to be able to overcome that gravity, that weightiness. But if you hang around with 5 people who are upbeat, who are excited, who are motivated, who are moving forward in life, they don't have to have the 6, 7, 8 figures or anything like that. They just need to be moving towards whatever goal they want. Not everybody wants to do that, right?
Absolutely.
You need to get around the right people. I promise you need to get around the right people. If I had not been around Lisa, I would not have made the connections that I've made. I would not have made the finances that I made.
Send me my cut, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, look.
I'm just kidding. I want to see
you. Look,
that's why we connect.
Pump your brakes. Let's not get carried away. But Lisa, in all seriousness, you got to be around the right people.
You do. Absolutely. Julie Ray said, Lisa, I noticed that I was talking more. You were listening more. We had to figure out how to balance that out. I know. Absolutely. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Brittany. Thank you for joining, Melissa. I love Brittany, my tea.
Good morning.
Melissa is one of the most supportive entrepreneurs that I have come across in a long time. Not only to the show, because we consider Melissa as our usher. She gets on here. She makes sure if anybody's missing, let me tag them. Get them on here.
Yeah, we need a Melissa.
Absolutely.
Everybody needs people like that.
Absolutely. But she also is supportive whenever somebody is doing something new. She's like, rah, here, you need to know about this. Yesterday, Melissa did a drive-by to my house. She came over to my house.
Okay.
And she dropped off an order of tea that she had been talking about, this special tea.
Okay.
That's called Summer Bloom. I'm going to do a video about it later. It's Summer Blossom. It's sort
Okay.
of like, and Melissa, you can correct me or whatever in the link if I'm messing up the name, but it is tea, like hot tea that you drink,
Yeah.
but it is
Okay, now.
in a wonderful configuration.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a ball. Like, you ever heard of a bath bomb?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Throw it in, psh, and the bathtub goes,
Yeah.
right. So the tea does that. It's
Okay.
a tea ball, and she got me this beautiful glass mug, and you put the
Mm.
hot water in
Wow.
the glass halfway, and then you drop this lovely scented tea, flavored
Mm-hmm.
and scented tea ball, like a crystal
Mm-hmm.
ball, in there,
Mm-hmm.
and it begins to.
Oh, that's nice. That's
And
nice.
the smell was amazing, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
taste was amazing. I
Mm-hmm.
decided right then and there that I was going to get it for my mom and my aunts. I call it the old
Man.
lady gang, even though my mother would probably choke me if she knew I was calling her the old lady gang.
Right.
But
Right.
but that I'm going to get it for them for the holidays, because it's just
Mm.
a simple
Mm.
self-care,
Yes.
love you moment.
Yeah.
But Melissa brought it over as beautifully
Man.
packaged, and it's not even her business. It's another business owner that she's
Wow.
helping out.
I need to talk to Melissa, because that's
Yeah,
that's the type of person I need in my life. Not that I don't
absolutely.
have you cannot have too many Melissas in your life.
You
You
cannot.
cannot have too many people that will support other people, that will be there for you. And once again, that's who you need to hang around with. Get around these quality people. Get rid of the other type. We're not gonna call them names.
Absolutely.
Get rid of those other types.
The thing about it is, the ones that are not moving anywhere, they're
Mhm.
gonna be there if you ever change your mind.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
But
change your mind and move where you're supposed to be going.
yeah,
And if you're afraid, they're gonna be there if you change your mind.
they're gonna be there. They've been there 10, 20, 30, 40 years. You can't follow behind a parked car.
No, you cannot. So Dr. Beverly says it's so scary to be around people that are not going anywhere. And that's absolutely true. Brother Ray is true. Look,
Oh. Hey, sir.
look
Good
who
morning. Good
came
morning. Good
into the
morning.
room.
As I walk through.
There you go.
I came in the door. I said it before.
Brittany, thank you so much. Brittany says you have an awesome guest
Thank
today.
you, Brittany.
He is awesome. Actually, he's a co-host today. He's not just a guest. We put him to work. I put him to work.
Put it to work. Put it to work.
Right. Absolutely. And Julie
Thank
Ray
you,
says,
Brittany.
I've had business cards printed for other small businesses, and I've printed that back that they had a business recommended by me. Absolutely. There was a season when we were out physical networking a lot more that I don't know what's going on with my lighting. Brian and I are challenging the computer because we have these two competing complexions that often makes the lighting screw up. But when I first started out in business, one of the best things that I did was I had a partnership with a lady who did a completely different business. So we didn't have the same, we weren't in competition, but we had a lot in common with the person who would work with me would also work with her.
Yes.
And we actually, this was back when people were out handing out business cards. We actually had a set of business cards made with both sides, her business and my business.
That's collaboration. That's
Absolutely.
So important. That's so important.
Absolutely. But again, I do want to talk about tonight is Webinar Wednesday tonight. If you want to hear and learn more about publishing, that link has been on the screen. And since Brian is here, we want to tell them about the 4 only tonight for financial services and insurance.
Absolutely. I'm excited about tonight. I've been preparing for tonight. This is going to be my 3rd time giving this particular talk, but it's going to be my best one because I beefed it up. But tonight, in selling in general, I've been teaching people how to sell for a long time. And there's so much of selling that's communicable. It'll work in this industry, that industry, and that industry. But there's also some things that are specific and peculiar to certain industries. One of them is people who sell with money, insurance and financial services. There's some things particular. And tonight, 4 only series is for insurance and financial services professionals only. Wealth coaches, insurance agents, life and health, financial advisors is for them. It's so tempting for them to sell with money and numbers. 46% of people do this, 96% of people do that. And if you do this, you'll have this much money and that much money. those things are fine, but they don't compel and they don't sell. And people have to learn you are trying to sell to the smallest population when you sell just because it makes sense or just because it has good numbers. That's not enough. Okay. And people don't buy that way. I will teach them how to conquer that tonight.
Excuse me.
And if you know someone that's in insurance or financial services and you recommend that they attend my workshop tonight, that person you recommend will thank you. They will thank you for recommending that they attend because they're going to get something that they needed to have in order to be more profitable.
And they can register right online. Again, it's bit.ly/for-only113. That's for only 113. 113 stands for November the 3rd. It is tonight at 7 p.m. It is a for only services. It would have not been a short link if I had put for insurance and financial services only. So go to bit.ly/for-only113 and register and be in the building. Both of these webinars will be available on replay for those that register.
All you got to do is register. That has come up again and again. I want to watch Lisa, but I want to go. I want to attend Lisa, but I want to get the replay from Brian, and that's fine. As long as you register, you get the replay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I did Brian's teaching on coaches about a couple of weeks ago, and I just encourage you to get there unless you're going to be with Lisa. I'm not trying to take away from Lisa, right? But if you're not blessed enough to be in Lisa's presence, make sure you get in Brian's presence because the value that I got from actionable items. You know, a lot of times you go to these webinars or seminars and you get a lot of theory, but Brian actually gives you actionable items that you can actually take away and use in your business. So if you're struggling with those financial services and trying to really, mold that, and how do I get this across to people? And I'm so frustrated they're not getting it. You're probably not presenting it the right way. Let Brian show you how to break away from everybody else, that whole crowd that's talking 96% and 70% of people are going to die in poverty. That whole crowd, that scare tactic, let him show you how to do it the right way.
Please know this.
Sean is smart.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Sean. Now, Julie Ray, that is awesome. Julie Ray Hammondtree does real estate, and she says that she has collaboration with a lawn guy and electrician. How smart is that?
Perfect.
That's what's
How
up.
smart
That's how you
is
work
that?
They serve the same client and they're not in competition.
They're not in competition.
Power
And they can power partners that I was going to say they can mutually feed each other.
Yeah.
Right? They can mutually feed each other. Brittany goes on to say collaboration is important. Brittany is, I'm telling you, she is always going to be head and shoulders beyond her crowd because Brittany, as a young woman, surrounds herself with upwardly mobile, older, successful people consistently.
Powerful.
Last night in the Women's Empowerment Networks, I want to call it the Women's Empowerment Networks Mastermind. You guys know I got your prayer request here. We are setting the intention for the success of all of these things. Brittany closed us out in a power-packed prayer that left that room feeling so vibration. Everybody was like vibrating on high. I spoke with 3 people after. Like you would think when we got off there, it's already at the end of a very long work week that, you know what, I'm good. I'm going to go to bed. I made 3 referrals last night. I spoke to 2 of the people about their next steps. So entered into an accountability partnership with them and a follow-up that I have to do today. That's how powerful Women Empowerment Networks is.
It surely is. And Lisa and I went to dinner afterwards, and we both were flying. Okay, we had a wonderful dinner. At least on the first and the third Tuesday of each calendar month, we host Women's Empowerment Networks and Male Empowerment Networks. Male Empowerment Networks last night was woo. Last night we talked about how you are the man, you are the king, and we can prove it. Because men need to be reminded, yes, you are the man. You have done some things. And stuff always comes up in these men's meetings where other men get to love on and support each other, even through mistakes that men make. You know, there were brothers on there that made mistakes and needed some support. And we had a great time.
Now I do want to jump back over to Sean. I want to make sure that those of you who are getting to meet my special co-host for today that have not taken the opportunity already, because I know I've told some of you to already call him and you're being slow walking over there.
What you
You
waiting
need
on?
to reach out to Sean, SeanEHill.com, to schedule your LinkedIn profile review. Wait a minute, I forgot a keyword. To schedule your complimentary LinkedIn profile review, and let him help you to open up a whole nother spot where you don't have to leave the house, but you can connect with people who are looking to build and grow.
I took his complimentary LinkedIn review and talk, and I thought I was pretty good on LinkedIn. He gave me a strategy in that first time that I implemented right away, and it has made a lot of difference. He told me that I ain't gonna tell your secrets.
Don't share it, man. Don't share the secret sauce.
Okay, don't tell.
That's right.
Okay.
Call him. He'll give you your own secret.
I probably the first thing he told me to do. I did it as soon as I got off the phone with him. I mean, off the Zoom with him, and wow, it's made my whole life easier.
That's right. Thank you, Julie Ray. Julie Ray has even put the link clickable.
Julie Ray. Man,
she's made the link clickable.
Thank
you can
Julie.
click down
thank
in
you,
the
Julie
comments.
Ray. I have to talk to Julie Ray. I don't care if I talk to nobody else. I got to talk to Julie Ray. I got to talk to her.
Julie Ray is awesome. Julie Ray is pressing forward
Real
in
estate
her life.
professional.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And she is not allowing anything to stop her from moving forward. I'm telling you, Julie Ray, I missed you on last night, but I know that you are moving forward. Absolutely. Felicia says, yes, collaboration is so important. It builds bridges that will last a lifetime, even beyond business.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I mean, getting to what you said, Brian and Lisa talking about last night, what you get with collaboration is what we call leverage, right? And so you are one person and I'm one person, but when we get together, it's like, 3, 4, 5, it's that synergy, right? And so now your network is expanding. And so instead of you trying to do things by yourself, when you collaborate, now you have the power of leverage. Now you can be in rooms that you couldn't get to on your own. Yes. Your voice, your name is being spoken in areas where you are not even present. So how much more valuable would that be if you have these little people out there that are cheering you on and talking about you and speaking your name in a positive way, right? Not the negative, in a positive way where you're not even there. That's the power of collaboration. That's the power of networking. That's the power of leverage. And if you're not doing it, start today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Brittany says, I actually met Sean because I sent him a friend request by accident.
How many of y'all know those are not accidents?
That's divine direction.
That's right.
Sean, I got to get ready for the songs. Now, Sean said he's not singing with me.
There you go. That's perfect timing. Perfect timing, sir.
I got it.
Perfect timing, sir.
Do you want to close with any thoughts, Sean? Do you want to leave us with anything?
The only thing I want to leave you guys with is, hey, reach out to me on, at the link below, SeanEHill.com, and let's discuss. Because even if you don't come over to LinkedIn, I love meeting people. I love talking to entrepreneurs, to people that are going forward. And Lisa and Brian can both testify that I love giving out referrals. That's just one of the things that I do. So even if I can't help you, I may know somebody that either you can partner with or that can help you move your business forward. So you're going to get value if you take time to talk to me. I value your time.
I appreciate you standing in my stead.
No problem, sir.
Brother Mark Greer, you're here in time for the songs, brother. Thank you, Sean.
You guys got it.
We'll see you later. You have a great show. You got your show is coming up at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. Is it also on LinkedIn and Facebook?
Yes. LinkedIn and Facebook, just come to just my profiles and you will see our show. Me and Tommy Durrell. So we'll see you there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Bye,
Sean,
guys.
we'll see you at noon.
See you at noon.
All right, here we go. It's now 9:49.
Absolutely.
We gotta go. I'm glad you're here, Mark. I just got here myself, Mark. So
today we talked about
Robin Harris, the comedian. He used to tell that joke. His wife shows up one night at 3 a.m, and he wasn't mad at her, so she got mad at him. My old man would have been mad as heck. Me coming home 3 a.m, you ain't got nothing to say. You guys go sit down. I just got here myself.
Anyway, we are gonna go ahead and start the show. Today's show again is Wednesday, Hump Day, and it is time for the greeting songs. We are getting ready to rock out. And first up is
Dr. Deborah Dunstan.
Dr. Deborah, healing and deliverance coach.
Good morning, Dr. Deborah Dunstan. How you doing? Miss Julie Ray Hammondtree. Find out what she means to me.
We're trying to get a light to fit.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's carry on. Good morning, Julie Ray. I walked in the room and you was like a rock star up in here. All I heard was Julie Ray, Julie Ray, Julie Ray.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. And Julie Ray, I look forward. I hope that you're going to join us at noon as well. The newsletter for the Empowerment Circle Empowerment Network has an invitation for the networking meeting that we are discussing at 12 noon today. If you're not getting that newsletter, you know how to get on it. You just go to bit.ly/empowerment2021 and become a part of the circle. And so right now,
we're Miss Katora Green. Back to life. Back to Katora Green.
However do you want it? However
do you need it?
Do you need
Good morning, Miss Katora Green. How you doing? Bro.
Good morning, Katura Green. Brother Ray. Good morning
was in,
again.
The men's meeting last night.
That's awesome.
Miss Felicia's here.
Felicia, we love you.
Good morning, Miss Felicia.
You're the one for me. I'm so grateful that you came on in, Felicia. I'm looking forward to connecting with all of you guys. Oh my goodness. Brittany!
Go ahead.
It's Brittany Thomas. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's your time. It's your time. Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Brittany Thomas, another rock star. Okay. Miss Melissa Price is here. What we're doing right now, if you don't know, we're thanking our consistent contributors and we're thanking people that have been rocking with us for years. We do a greeting songs and greeting logos like Melissa has on. It goes bam, 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 bam. Melissa's on. Now it's time for us to sing her song. Melissa's on. Good morning, Miss Melissa Price.
That's right, Melissa.
Every single one of you guys that have chosen to speak are important.
And thank you again, Melissa, for my tea. Oh my goodness, I really enjoyed the first one. I think I did lemon lavender, and it was delicious. I did not know that the outside of it already was sweet, and so mine was extra sweet because I always put honey in the bottom of my cup before I add the hot water. So, but it was fantastic. It was like, oh my God.
So Melissa actually delivered to our home some tea.
This is a vacation in my cup I got to do.
Dr. Beverly's here. She has a logo. Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly.
Dr. Beverly, thank you so much for joining us on today. I was really looking forward to having you as my co-host today. But I am glad that you got to tune into the show. Brother Mark is here.
So wide you can't get around it.
So low you can't get under it.
So high you can't get over it. Mark Greer is under a groove. He's getting down just for the funk of it. Mark Greer is under a groove. Nothing can stop us now. Mark, man, I wish you were in the men's meeting last night, Mark, because Mark is a natural encourager, and we were encouraging each other last night. Is that the end of them?
Yep, that's the end of them. You just tried the bit.ly and it didn't pull up. Okay, I will get that to you. Just inbox me real quick. Now, the How to Network Successfully, Brittany, the link, first of all, it is free, but it's by invitation. So if you will just inbox me, I will send you the link for the 12 noon. I want you to come, but if you will just inbox me, I will send you the link so that we can keep some accountability between us. You want to be there, you want to come. What happened to your song? He's sleeping on it. I don't know what happened. He working on it.
We're going to work on it, man. Help me. But you did give me someone. Yesterday was crazy busy. You deserve a song, Ray. You deserve a song, and we want you to have one.
Absolutely. Brother Mark says, I'm on the next one, Brian. You talking about the next Male Empowerment Network or the next
so.
V Team? Okay. So, Brother Ray and Julie, I'm going to send you both the link to what it is that you are wanting to come to today at 12 noon. If there's anybody else that would see coming to network nationally with a business that can be without boundaries, does not require geographical location for your business, then we're looking forward to having you on. Just inbox me. I'll send you the link and the details. I'm looking forward to that.
We got to go. Thank you very much for being here. We'll be back tomorrow.
That's right. And remember, today is Wednesday. Yes, we talked about evaluation day. It's also hump day. So don't forget to have sex.